Now we will enter into uh, the compressor part. Uh, what you see when I change the attack and release knob that are on the first line, uh, it's the attack and the release of an envelope follower that is after the transfer curve. So you have several envelope follower in Comprendre. Every tab that contains env is an envelope follower. As the tabs are basically in the order of the flow, the env follower after the transfer curve is in these tabs. So what I will do, I will copy the plugin into the first track, and we will use the analyze functionality of Comprendre on itself. So you will see the change effect of the parameter because some are a little subtle. If I have done things correctly, normally there will be no sound. Uh, let's see. Okay, it's perfect. The first thing I think I will do is to have more input. So we will have more place to press and see the thing. So maybe there will be some. Sorry for the big change. So our original comprendre is up and the first track comprendre is down. Let's go into a bigger release so we have more place. And I will accelerate the graph. Okay. Now we can see our graph. Let's make the same acceleration to have something parallel. Now we will go into envelope. And the first knob you see inside the envelope is do you want a linear scale or dB scale? Because the envelope itself, you say there is a point I want to join. And if you make the calculation in linear, it's between 0 and 1. And if you make the calculation in dB scale, it's between 0 and 60. So let's put the knob on dB, and you see it's very subtle. In order you see the difference, you can see the difference. You will have more difference on it depends on the other parameter. You will understand later, but basically it's important to know that this knob it's for every envelope follower parameter you will see after. So everything is blended. So now the second knob is more to say it's more aggressive. It's a very big change. It's envelope branch or couple. When the envelope is branch, It's a classical envelope. You have an envelope attack or release. When it's coup, you have two envelopes. You have a perpetual release envelope, and after you have an attack envelope that take priority when it need to attack. And it changed a lot of things. Uh, but primarily what it's done for is to simulate a sort of hold between attack and release. So when I will put there, I think I need lower threshold. And you see the attack. Here you see the curve. It's like rounded because the attack, when it's finished, it takes time for a release to come. And it's another kind of curve. I will say you have maybe half of the compressor of the market that are branch and maybe half that are cooked. So it's when you want to imitate other compressor, it's very it's like too school to make envelope following. So here you have both envelope following. So you need to know that as you can blend, you have linear branch or linear couple or DB branch or DB couple. The next one is classical old, but it works only on bread because couple you cannot make classical one. So it's another approach to make a pause between attack and release that are more classical. The next one, it's called mu because it's an algorithm to try to imitate very mu compressor by having a sort of mu curve that I will show you inside the graph, uh, just the mu itself. When I put mu 100%, there is no change. It change when I say min max on attack or release. Basically, it's follow the volume of the signal, and if the volume is low, I will have a proportion of the speed of release, but it's based on the power of 2. So the best way to handle it is to see the curves that are here. So you see here I have a curve, and now you see the effect. If my release is basically 2 times more speed than the original. And now if I want my release to move, what I need to do is to set min and max. And my release now move around the 50% mark. And now as my release is the same release as the original, if I put this kind of thing, now I have my release that move, and you see it's pretty subtle. If you want something so it's basically it's to have a volume on a speed of release that is on very new concept. You can do the same thing with attack, and you can change the speed of the curve to be more human, let's say. And now you can see that my curve is like more straight, and it depends on the part of the music. Sometimes it's more strong. You see, it's not the same. It's pretty subtle if you make the thing proportional. So it's really subtle, but it's a way to change the envelope itself. Now let's say I have a power here for the release. So now if I want the same thing, the power is power on the high of the curve. So now you see that sometimes it's same and sometimes it's more speed. So I think the power is an important part. If I put a power of 2, I think it's become linear because the function itself is based on a power of 2. So now I think you understand. And now the next one is gamma. Gamma is an open source algorithm envelope follower made by walthrough. Mm. So you can say I want gamma. Gamma is it's like a let's say it's like a 4-pole filter when classical env are like a 1-pole filter. So it's it reacts more abruptly. It reacts like you make a linear curve on decibel scale. You have like bell curves that are so strange. You can put 25% hold on the release. You see that the release more big. So everything is blendable. Gamma is blendable with linear, dB. I think I'm not sure gamma is blendable in Opal. Maybe yes, maybe not. No. But otherwise, mu is blendable with Opal. And you have blend between mu and gamma itself. You have blend between mu and classical env. So everything is blendable. That's all for the envelope follower setting that are the same for every envelope follower you have in Comprendre. 4 envelope followers that are in different places of the compressor that we will see later.